Eventually, they tend to impose themselves, and here is Kevin De Bruyne, who has passed it in with sublime skill. There's no one quite like him. The Belgian has bounced off the bench, and as bright as a button, as if he'd never been away, stroked City's equaliser. 3 minutes for Manchester City to try and find all 3 points. Get back to within touching range at the top, and here is Oscar Bob! Oh, that's so neat! That's so telling! Sumptuous from the young man, and worthy of Manic City celebration.
Well, there is the full-time whistle, and look at the celebration for him. There will be relief, there will be delight. He's back, and what an impact he made in the second. I'm just going to say to you, Ali, it's been a privilege to be here and watch it.
7 years ago, it was anything but. Strange things can happen, but will it be Manchester City's day beside the seaside?
Brighton can score.
Duffy score. It's a catastrophic goal from Manchester City's point of view.
Get to work, Pep. You've got a job to do.
And here's Aguero. And Aguero comes up with a big goal on the final day for Manchester City again. This time it's an equaliser. The big player for the big moment, Sergio Aguero. Laporte! They certainly do. And Manchester City get the goal that puts them back on the top of the table as it stands.
Silva, Riyad Mahrez, brilliant, just brilliant, on this day of days has he delivered, and that may just be enough.
That's what, if it's not too early to say it, that's what champions are made of.
That's got nice shaping in his hand, absolute beauty. İlkay Gündoğan, reach out and touch it. It is City's now, and they have clinched it in stellar style. Still, the champions in 2019 are Manchester City.
But finally we know it. First place in the Premier League does go to Manchester City. It's paradise retained for Pep and his fantastic players.
From this point on, every moment matters. Liverpool need it. Their agenda is somewhat less flashy than Pep's and City's, who have 11 games more to make up 8 points and to remain the champions of England. And it's Mo Salah who rifles Liverpool ahead. Stunned silence in the Etihad. The champions trail. That's İlkay Gündoğan. This is Jack Grealish. Alvarez, 1-1. A hot knife through butter. And everyone's bouncing up and down. The big boy himself, on behalf of the man who fills his boots. Oh, what a smashing ball. And Morris is onto it. And there is De Bruyne! Explosive! Immediate! Champions on a charge! Inside the first second half minute. From behind, City lead. And Liverpool's eyes are glazed. Riyad Mahrez, Julian Alvarez, Gündoğan! The bouncing blues! Beware, they are happening. City are happening. City just excellent. Here's De Bruyne. And there's Grealish! A delicious moment, which he proudly embraces. He has been a delight. He is impish, he is fun, He is bang on target, and Manchester City are pulling stylishly away. City so special, so deliciously smooth. What a team. They are the cream in which Liverpool drowned. Manchester City's window of title-chasing opportunity is glaringly wide open again.
Rodri getting the ball back momentarily. McNeil is in. It's Jack Harrison. It's an Everton goal. 28 minutes of containment and then bang! It's Everton that take the lead. Big examination now from Manchester City. Foden once more. Driven in. Beats Pickford and Manchester City equalise. All those passes. And Phil Foden thought, enough of this. I'm going to smash one. Julian Alvarez, whose goals won the world title last week. Far as Manchester City in front. Julian Alvarez gives Manchester City the lead. Their second half goals have been coming. Quiz on players who played for both. Here's an opportunity for Bernardo Silva, and he sealed it. Breakdowning communications in the Everton defence. Pickford embarrassed. And Bernardo Silva with an empty goal at his mercy wasn't going to miss. Some breathing space for Manchester City at last. It's not been easy. They've really had to earn those 3 points. Manchester City win at Goodison yet again and go back into the top 4.
No club demands more of itself than this, the champion club. And champions, they do intend to remain, but there is doubt. Spurs are blinking this back! Can it be? 2 goals in no time, on the cusp of half-time. And from Manchester City, it's a long way back. And City have a task on their hand. We had Mahrez around Perisic. Mahrez, Grealish. Champions punch back! A World Cup winner's goal. There is your mood changer. And believe me, you can feel the change of mood. City are in it again. And Rodri for Mahrez. Haaland! The heavyweight bounces off the canvas. The champions back in the battle. Mahrez, and Perisic is committed and out of it. It's Riyad Mahrez! That's just stunning. Manchester City in microcosm. In less than a quarter of an hour, the lengthiest journey from utter despair to elation. Thrust forward by Ederson, and here is Riyad Mahrez! The man of a magnificent Manchester City moment. He's made it happen all by himself. That's what champions are made of. The performance of a champion club. Manchester City, magnificent. So much for a City surrender. Manchester City are going nowhere fast.
Townsend hangs it up and a goal! On the stroke of half-time, Luton Town lead the champions. Just listen to that. Luton Town rubbing shoulders with the very best in the land this season in the Premier League. They lead Manchester City here. That advantage will be played. After that foul on Walker, Rodri collides with Luka and finished off beautifully by Bernardo Silva. Persistence, force of will to keep that move going, and then real quality as Bernardo Silva curled it home, and Manchester City are level. Alvarez didn't feel it was handball, but Manchester City aren't going to hang around. No touch from Mengi, there is a touch from Grealish, and from behind City lead in a matter of minutes. controversy in the build-up. This will be looked at, but it will not stop the City celebrations for now. And that is that. Pep Guardiola and Manchester City back to winning ways. Their first Premier League win in 5, but boy did they have to battle for it. City stopped the rot and City moved to within 4 points at the top of the Premier League.
Silence, stunned silence. Coutinho, a one-time Liverpool conjurer, just might have pulled a rabbit out of the hat for Liverpool. And it has stunned the Etihad. Sterling. Lifted in by Sterling, there's one back! There's one back! İlkay Gündoğan got big at the back stick. And City have life. That's why it was brought on, Peter. And the mood has been lifted. Zinchenko. And Rodri! It's happening again! City love a final day sensation! It's bubbling up in blue! And City a point ahead. Cancelo, Mings saw it, in goes De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne! Gündoğan! From the brink of despair, elation! From catastrophe, cacophonic joy! The stuff of stellar champions! Are you watching, Sergio? They're screaming for the whistle. They're begging for the whistle. The winners and still the champions of the land, Manchester City. Champions of England for the 8th time, the Premier League for the 6th, the 4th time in 5 years. The magic, the might, the majesty of Manchester City. Champions 2022. That's why Pep Guardiola is as successful as he is. And Bernardo Silva just kept on conjuring. He is a delight. İlkay Gündoğan, who saved the best for last. Just a beautiful footballer. Again and again and again. A wizard. Farewell to the truly admirable Fernandinho. Always watchable.